Does real Italian spaghetti have meatballs? Don't worry. Today we'll dive into the creation of a classic dish that evokes childhood memories and whets anyone's appetite. Spaghetti with meatballs in an irresistible tomato sauce. And we'll reveal who invented spaghetti with meatballs. But before we embark on this delicious adventure, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any exciting recipes we're about to share. And now, let's let the flavors guide us through this culinary story. Our story begins in family tradition, where meatballs become little flavor jewels. But what makes these meatballs truly special are the ingredients. In a large bowl, we soak 70 grams of bread in 200 milliliters of milk and a teaspoon of salt. Let it rest for a few minutes. Then we crush the bread with a fork and add 500 grams of ground meat to give it that unique texture. But here's the interesting fact. The soaked bread not only adds consistency, but it's also like a sponge that absorbs the juices from the meat, keeping the meatballs juicy inside. Now, we add 2 crushed garlic cloves to give it that aromatic touch, and half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese for extra flavor. The Parmesan cheese not only enhances the taste, but also adds that authentic Italian touch. We also add half a crushed onion, finely chopped fresh parsley leaves, and ground black pepper. We homogenize the mixture by blending all the flavors. With our hands, we shape these little meat wonders, and each meatball is coated in breadcrumbs. In a pan, we add 3 tablespoons of olive oil and sauté the meatballs to seal in the juices. This step not only intensifies the flavors, but also creates a golden crust that makes them irresistibly delicious. Now, we come to the heart of our story, the tomato sauce. In the same pan where we browned the meatballs, we heat olive oil and add 2 garlic cloves with a pinch of chili flakes. Did you know that the spicy touch of chili awakens the flavors and adds an extra layer of complexity? We add 2 cans of whole tomatoes and crush them, a teaspoon of sugar to balance the acidity, salt and pepper to taste, a teaspoon of dried oregano, and half a teaspoon of dried basil. We simmer over low heat for 15 to 20 minutes, allowing these ingredients to meld into a symphony of flavor. While the sauce bubbles with happiness, boil salted water in another pot and cook 400 grams of spaghetti according to the package instructions. And now, the exciting climax. We reintegrate the meatballs into the sauce to absorb the flavors and become the protagonists of this delicious culinary narrative. We cook for 10 minutes to allow the flavors to meld and to finish cooking the meatballs. And thus, the story culminates in a plate of spaghetti, with meatballs that not only fills the stomach but also warms the heart. A final touch of Parmesan cheese and fresh parsley, and you'll be ready to delight your senses. We hope you enjoyed this narrative recipe with our fast menu twist. Before you go, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, and of course, subscribe for more delicious culinary stories on Fast Menu. But before we say goodbye, let's answer an intriguing question we're often asked. Who invented spaghetti with meatballs? The traditional spaghetti and meatballs dinner is a creation of the American household and has no actual roots in Italian culture. Italy does have their own version of meatballs, but they're very different from what we know here. Known as polpettes, they're very rarely eaten alongside pasta. Until next time.